Hey guys, Blue here, back with another video, and today we're looking at the convergence map, Hall of Djalia. Let's start with defend stage 1. This is my favourite spot for stage 1. We can get great angles down main as well as tying the web into the nest, covering main. Place the webs to your own preference. The key thing to this spot is we need to destroy this pillar. Make sure that you break this pillar so the webs go through to the other side. And also make sure you put the nest in the left corner so that the webs go through, otherwise they won't. This is the strongest nest spot for defense on this stage, but these days it's very rare that teams will try to push through here, especially if you play Penny. Be aware that this wall can actually be destroyed. If you manage to get your webs set up like this and they do start to push through here, it's going to be almost impossible for them to get through. This is an extremely strong hold for Penny. Make sure you keep placing mines on the front web and it will obliterate anyone who tries to come through. You'll want to get this wall destroyed as soon as possible. Ask your team to help. This will give you support to clear a line of sight to heal you if needs be. I don't recommend ever using this spot. If the enemy team are running dive, this spot can provide huge value. It gives our supports free reign on high ground without the fear of getting pushed. And it essentially allows us to lock off this part of the map with webs and traps. This spot should be used when we need to contest point. It also provides cover for the supports who like to retreat inside that garage, and as you can see we can get great coverage as well. Let's look at stage 2, defense. For stage 2 defense, we don't want to be holding anywhere around here. This is the first spot we should be using. Get this wall broken and ask your team to help. It will open up line of sight so the healers can reach you easily, as well as making it easier for us to web out in a tight spot. Get webs placed down like this for better coverage onto main. With this stage, as the enemy team pushes forward, we have to move our nests back correspondingly. The pillars block easy line of sight to the nest and also allows us to get coverage with webs. And then we move back to this one if the enemy team starts to take space, or to provide some extra coverage for our supports who may be getting attacked. As always, web out onto main. Everybody knows this Penny spot, it's a fantastic hold. This is already one of the strongest defensive spots on the map. Add a Penny into the mix and it becomes extremely strong. Don't forget to be using all of Penny's kit at your disposal. We have fantastic mobility tools, use them to push supports, create off angles, and give the enemy team something to think about. This is a spot we'll use primarily to contest cart. Let's look at stage 3, defense. Do not hold any closer than here, it's too risky and not worth. Keep in mind that part of this wall can be broken, so don't place your nest in front of that. As always, extend webs out onto main. This is another very strong spot for Penny's nest. They may try and push it from the top, so just put a web up there to cover. If not, just put webs out onto main. This is another spot we'll use to contest the cart. The left pillar is more protected than the right. Our goal here is to win the team fight and get back to the previously shown nest location. You don't have to defend exactly where the cart is, you can defend in front of it, just be careful you don't C9. We'll look at attack next, but first, I want to give a big thanks to Full Metal Lamps, who jumped in a custom lobby with me and showed me some of the spots he uses as the best Penny in the world. Make sure you check out his Twitch and YouTube, this guy is the Penny Goat. Let's look at stage 1, attack. I don't like to push main with Penny unless it's absolutely necessary. Instead, I'll opt for a flank, pushing the right side first. Our main priority is to get into this room. We can lock it off and deny the space to the enemy team. It's a nightmare for them to deal with because it's so hard to push Penny on this spot. We can very easily move to the other high ground location if that spot's not working. Like I said before, make sure you're using Penny's full kit. Or even drop down the back and put a nest in the garage, locking this off from the enemy team and becoming a nuisance. If our team pushes main at the same time we're setting this nest up, it's going to force the enemy team into a very tight spot. As I said in the defense section, this spot is too hard to push through. Even with the nest down and webs connecting, the enemy team's just not going to stand close enough to get affected. From here, we should look to push high ground. We can get much more value up here than just pushing main with our team. If anyone dares push us up here, we just land a web snare and they're most likely dead. And of course we can use Peni's mobility to get to the other side into the better spot. If you're struggling to push through on both of the spots I've just showed, you can try this one. It's more of a lesser known route. It takes longer, but there's more chance you'll get through without being seen. And yeah, we're just going to try and get back to our nest spot in that room. Once we get control of point, place a nest down here to stop any stragglers from coming in and touching. Let's look at stage 2, attack. Almost all of the spots that I've showed for this stage can be used, but on the opposite side for attack. When we get the chance, make use of this room with a nest in here. As we know, the wall can break, so make sure you place your nest a bit further back. We can then move up to here, taking space as we go. For almost every nest, extend it with webs if possible. We then move up to the other side of the pillar that we used previously on defense. And just the same thing again for this pillar. Very nicely defended. And this is an awesome nest spot. It's great for getting the cart over the finish line and onto stage 3. The top half of the pillar can be broken, but the bottom half cannot. I can't stress this enough, guys. You need to be using your mobility, especially on a map like this with so many high ground angles. From an angle like this, we can easily get shots on the supports. Move around, don't be predictable, make them guess where you are. This is a very aggressive spot, but it can definitely work. Make sure you place your nest in there, as this bridge can be broken. Get a trap set up and try and catch a support off guard. Let's look at stage 3, attack. The enemy team may be holding close. If so, use nest locations like these to break through. From this point, I like to get aggressive and push flanks. There's a lot of tasty high ground angles we can use to get some picks on support and put pressure on their team in general. If they're holding the close corner, we could even go around the back and try something like this. Coordinate the push with your team and you'll pinch the enemy. We can use this nest spot to break through their last hold and use this nest spot to block them off from coming out of spawn and touching the cart. Get webs placed on the alternate doorway so they can't come through either one without taking damage. And that's the guide for Hall of Djalia. Hopefully these nest locations and strategies help you win more games on this map. And I'll see you all next time for the Krakoa guide. You can join my Discord here and follow my Twitch here. I stream every weekend. And you can check out my channel for all of the other Peni map guides.